ready to beef up your email list and establish authority in your niche. A mini course can do both of those things in a really awesome way. So a mini course is really intensely packed, value-packed course, small, easy to take, that is free, but you're actually are exchanging something, and that is their email address. And now you might be thinking, I don't know how to create a mini course. What is a mini course? All those things will all be revealed today in today's video. We're going to break down how to do it, how to create one that's really great for your brand and will help them get into your world so they can take the next step. I am Kathy Olson of Funnel Gorgeous, and this is the second video in the series where we're talking all about how to build your list through simple strategies. Now let's get started. So first of all, what is a mini course? What makes it mini? And how miniature should it be? Well, a mini course is a very targeted course. It's a very specific course that they can take very quickly on a targeted topic. What do I mean by targeted? I mean a targeted result. I start from here and I end here. So your audience accomplishes one problem and solves one goal. A lot of times people can add too much into a mini course, and that's just going to overwhelm people. The idea here is to actually have them cross the finish line with you, feel what it's like to get that momentum to work with you and really get to the other side of it to increase that feeling of, yes, I did it. I finally did it. Another plus of this is that because you've asked them for their email in exchange for this course, now you are in their world. They can see what it's like to be with you. They can see what it's like to learn from you. They can get a better idea of what to expect, and they're much less likely to unsubscribe right away, which is something that happens a lot with other types of lead magnets. This one creates a very quick know, like, and trust factor, and honestly it can create a really quick conversion on the other side where they just want to know more, they just want to learn more, they're ready for the next step. So the first step in creating your mini course is to plan it out and map it out. And so you want to think about who is the audience and what is the goal, what's the one thing they're going to get done today. And if you guys saw our last video on challenges, it had a similar idea where what is this thing that we're going to get done in a certain amount of days, but also in thinking about what was the thing that you wanted to get done before they work with you or take you up on your next offer. So you can do the exact same thing in a mini course. You want to get them through some stage that maybe they've already been struggling with or they've had trouble with getting through on their own, and you guys are going to walk through it together. Same kind of idea in a mini course. It's going to be just presented in a much faster way, more bite-sized, less hand-holding. In a challenge, you would be walking through it with them. This would just be step one, step two, step three, step four, you're done. A lot of times you can create a mini course by just listening to the audience. And so if you're in a Facebook group with someone, or you're on Instagram and you're searching around for the hashtags, or even looking on Google Trends, you can see what people are talking about, what are people searching on. And actually YouTube is a great way to do that as well. If you start to type in how to, or email lists or something like that, kind of start the conversation, start the search off, and then you'll see the things that people are asking around that, and it might give you an idea on what to create a mini course on. The downside of this, and the biggest pitfall of this, is if you choose too big of a topic. So make sure that it's small, one result, one specific goal, because we have a tendency to kind of over deliver here, and again, it's not helping anybody because they didn't finish it, they got overwhelmed. So the smaller and the more concise, the better. Step number 2 is going to be creating the sign up page. It's like a little mini sales page, but instead of exchanging money, you're exchanging their email address. So it really is technically an opt-in page, but it's more kind of a sales page in a traditional sense, in that you're selling the value of the course in exchange for their email. And on this page, you can keep it pretty simple. It would really be like a pared down version of an actual sales page where you just talk about the value of the content, what's included, how many videos, like just kind of the package in the container, and also really focus on the goal that they will be achieving by the end. By the end, you will go from this to this, you will understand this and this, and you will have this and this mapped out. Think of it in these terms of goals and kind of getting things done. That gets people really excited and really okay with exchanging their email address for it. The third step is really creating the content, actually recording these videos. It does not have to be crazy. I think a lot of people don't expect too much production-wise on these mini courses. They just really want a lot of value. It can just be even done live if you want to do it the first time live, or just kind of rough cuts. Keep the videos relatively short, packed, full, very potent. It's like this is a concentrated version of a course, and so you don't have to over-explain things. Just get to the point. Maybe even throw some worksheets in there if it's a really complicated thing, so you don't have to talk as much. much, but the idea here is that it's power packed, you know, packs a punch. Every video they have an aha moment. And a very cool thing to do at the very end of the course is to actually pitch your CTA and say, hey, here is my next offer. If you love this and you want to take the next step, which is, you know, fill in the blank, check this out. So that could be at the very end of every video or just in one of the last videos. And we like to even include a link to it at the very end so they can go ahead and start to purchase and kind of take that next level step with you. And then now we are at the very last step, which is promoting. This is when you start to promote it. So you talk about it everywhere. Because it is free and they're exchanging their email address for it, it is super easy to just blare it from the rooftops. You're not asking for anything in return except for their email address. And so it's really, really fun. It's also really fun to position it as a gift and say, hey, I got a free gift for you guys, action packed. You're going to see a massive results, show some testimonials of people who've been through it. And just like I said, you want to scream it from the rooftops, but also because it is just an exchange of email, it's so much easier to pitch it just directly within the comments. Hey, I got a free thing on that. Check out this free resource I created for you. I have a whole series on that walks you through it. And it's just an easy sell because it's just this exchange of an email address and it doesn't feel like a hard pitch. So it's actually easier to promote this little free mini course than it is most of your other things. You're going to find you don't have as much resistance to it. And of course it should be linked everywhere in all of your profiles everywhere as a place to start, to kind of get started working with you. Make sure that it is value packed, because if it is not packed with value, if it's not amazing, if it's not easy to get through, it will do the opposite effect and actually hurt your brand, and people might not even take the next step with you because you kind of failed them on that first impression. Spend more time than you probably think you should making this really value packed. Think concentrated, small, and powerful. This might take a lot of planning and, you know, not like the obvious answer, and trying to figure out how do I really help as many people as possible with this free mini course and give it so much value that it's probably worth $100, but I'm giving it away for free. Because if you can pack all that value into something that's for free, then of course their next instinct is, wow, if this is the free version, what does the paid version look like? And it starts you off on this foot of almost reciprocity, where I am going to go out of my way to give you amazing value no matter what you pay for it. I'd love to hear if you guys have launched a mini course. Did you have any issues? Did you have any roadblocks that you ran into? Go ahead and leave those in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And also make sure to check out this other video that we have on a free list building tool, which is super amazing, and it's in creating challenges. It'll increase your list, and there's all kinds of other benefits that you want to check out. So make sure you check out that video now. I'll see you guys over there.